What's up, Infected? It's Wolf of the Quarantine, and if you haven't noticed, I'm recording on my potato of a webcam. Basically what this video is I got to play Empyreal Spells and Steam with the designers today, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty fun game, and basically I recorded the entire thing. It's about 2.5, maybe 3 hours, something like that. So I'm just going to upload the whole thing here. Let me know down in the description if you'd like me to also upload it in smaller segments. I guess I could do something like that. But I also plan on using the same gameplay footage to put out like a first impressions kind of review as well, hopefully in the next few days. Anyways, I'm going to shut my mouth and just hope you enjoy.
So I'm Chris Solis. Today we're going to play a 6-player game of Empyreal. It's going to be awesome. Trey Chambers is here. He's the designer. He's going to give us a quick overview. Most players here have played this before, so it's going to be a little more abridged than last time. And Mitchell, can you tell us about your YouTube channel?
Yeah, I run the Quarantine. It originally started as a board game or as a video game review channel, and I discovered video or board games. Well, I say discovered, but you get the idea. I started getting real heavy into board games about 3 years ago. And it just slowly started trying to transfer over to a board game review channel. I do reviews, general kind of geek stuff, random stuff, really. Like, for example, I'm brewing beer currently, and I have a segment called Board with Brews, where me and a bunch of my friends test the beer that I brewed and hope it's not terrible. So that's basically what all of that is. Reviews, interviews, stuff like that.
That's awesome. And board games and beer sounds like a good time.
Oh, it is. Homebrew beer as well. Even better time.
And Tom, tell us about your site.
Yeah, so I've been playing board games, seriously, probably for 4 or 5 years now. And me and my friend Ryan, he's here, Ashkoff here, we started a podcast back in January called Who Shuffled. We just wanted to kind of, we were constantly talking about board games anyway, so we thought that we might have some fun making a podcast. We talked about it for about a year before we got into it, and it's been a blast. And I've got Josh Vickers here with me as well. He's a longtime friend. We went to high school together, and he's been on the show a couple times. He was actually in the Brad Charlton interview when Brad came on the show. And we've just been having a blast playing Empyreal, and we're just trying to get our names out there and just having fun with the podcast.
That's awesome. Now, so everyone here's played, or is there someone who hasn't? All right. So we'll still explain it, but be a little hasty. If you need us to slow down, by all means. Yeah. So Trey, you want to start us off and give us the pitch and then the rules, the basic rules?
Yeah. So basically, the way we win Empyreal is by scoring the most points. I know it's very rare win conditioning games. So there are basically 3 ways to score points. So one is every single good that you collect over the course of the game is going to score you points. In addition, when you deliver to cities, you're going to get these tabs if you deliver enough. Like if you see this right here, this says if I deliver 2 yellow goods to this city, then I get this tile, which is worth 1 point. So it has the 1 up in the corner.
Okay.
If you were to deliver 2, you could instead take, 3 goods, you could instead take this tile, which is worth 2 points. If you were to deliver 4, you would get this tile. And as you can see, there's only 3 tiles in the city, so they're counter limited. Once someone has one, it's gone. So if someone beats you to the delivery, they're going to get the tile. You'll still get to deliver your goods, and you'll still get points for those goods, but you won't get essentially the bonus of the tile right there.
Okay.
So we're creating routes from goods to cities. You can cash in the goods for points, and if you do it first, you get X amount of bonus points.
Okay.
Yes. And so the color of the city indicates the kind of good it can accept. So this yellow city right here that I was showing you in the example, they can accept the desert good, which are the yellow Hylatine goods.
Okay.
So that's how it works for all of the different colored cities. I believe in a 6-player setup there is 2 colors of each city. So there's 2 yellow cities, 2 blue cities, 2 black cities, etc. And they're spread across the map. Just to go back through it, you get 1 point for every single good you deliver, no matter what. You get bonus points, these tiles, if you deliver a certain amount, and you get to take the largest tile you're eligible for. So if I deliver 5 goods into this yellow city, I can right away take this one.
Okay.
Right? So you just take the the largest tile you're eligible for, and you get those points. In addition, every different color demand tile you have at the end of the game, you get 1 point for. So if I deliver, nothing but yellow goods all game, I'm only getting 1 point. But if I deliver 4 different kinds of goods, I'll get 4 bonus points at the end. So you want to diversify your portfolio a little bit. It's just extra encouragement to kind of branch out.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not mandatory though. You can definitely concentrate in one area and still do well. There's lots of different strategies. We try to make all the strategies, viable. The last point source is these over here. I wrote on the table for one of them. I was about to do it for the other, but then he asked me to explain the game. But basically, these are like our goals for the game. So there's 10 goals. We randomize them and then put 2 out. And it's basically just bonus points for doing the goals. So whoever has the most points on the edge of the board, the most track on the edge of the board at the end of the game, you get 6 points. Second most is 4 points. And then for this one, it's the most track you have like with opponents. So like your network coincides with opponent network, then you get whoever does that the most will get 6 points. Second most, 4 points. So you want to kind of build along with people.
So like on the same hex.
Yeah, on the same hex. And now this is especially important in a 6-player game. You're no more than 3 players can be in a single hex. So once that third person goes there, that hex is essentially dead for the other players. So it's kind of there's going to be competition not only for the goods, but also to get into the key hexes, especially like the center hexes. We're going to be competing for that as well.
Okay.
So that's basically how you win the game. And so I'll go through my player board over here. Actually, let me do one with better art, because that's like prototype art. Let's do the blue board. I like the way the blue board looks. So let's go.
Yeah, this one's incomplete. So yeah.
Right,
so we'll go to this.
So here's King's line, and this is your player board is going to be a little different, but they all have they're all mostly the same. So basically, when to play the game, and I'm just going to kind of read the top of the board from left to right, and you can just follow along.
Okay.
There's basically essentially two different moves you can make in the game, which is move and administrate. So move your conductor or administrate. You're going to be doing one of those two things pretty much every turn. So let's do the first one. This is the one you're going to do most often, which is move your conductor. So to move your conductor, he always starts here at the he or she, whoever your conductor is always going to start at the start space, right? You get to make one move for free. That's indicated here. You see there's no mana cost above this one.
Yeah.
So you get one movement for free. Your next movement would cost a mana. So if you wanted to start the game at here and activate this spot, you'd have to pay 1 mana. Plus 2 more mana to go here. So now it's costing me 3 mana. Plus 3 more mana to go here. So now it would cost me 6 mana to go from start all the way to the 4th space. And you don't even start the game with 6 mana, you start the game with 4, so that's not going to be an option for you from the very beginning. But later in the game, once you get more mana into your mana reserves, then that might be an option.
So basically, I'm moving 1 space or more if I'm willing to pay the resources.
Correct. Now, you also notice there's 3 rows of spell cards. We're going to call them spell cards unofficially for right now, but they were previously called engines, but I was like, that doesn't really make sense because they're definitely cars. But if you look here, so like if I were to later in the game get to this space, you notice how it has 2 spell cards on it.
Yeah.
Right? If I wanted to activate one of them, it's free to just activate 1 train car. You see in the activate cost, there's none. However, some train cars, especially the powerful ones, have their own associated costs. So, and that's indicated on the upper left of the train car, that little mana crystal, which matches our little mana crystals here.
Okay.
So this is saying to activate either of these trains would cost me 1 mana. Normally it would cost me 0, but because both of these trains cost 1 mana to activate on their own, then they're going to cost me a mana. Now, if I wanted to activate both of them, if you look up here at the activate cost, I'd have to pay an additional mana. And if there was a 3rd car in that column, I could activate all 3 for 3 additional mana. So just to read the activate cost again, it's 1 car for free, 2 cars for 1 mana, 3 cars for 3 mana.
So effectively on your board, if you wanted to activate this final area, you would need to spend the 3 just to be able to place your dude here, and then the additional ones just to activate everything here. So a ton of mana, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends. It depends on when your pawn is. Like if your pawn's in the start, you can't even reach the 5th space. It's impossible no matter how much mana you have. But like let's say I was here. This is a good example. So let's say I'm here, and I want to jump to here. That's going to be 1 mana just to jump to there. First spot is free. Second spot is going to cost me an extra mana. Now that I'm here, I can activate 1 card for free. But because both of these have a cost, they're going to cost me at least 1 more additional mana anyway.
Okay, so it's a persistent move. It's not a move that resets. Okay.
Yeah. You're think of it as a rondelle. So like you know, you get your first movement on the rondelle for free. If you want to make additional movements, it costs resources. In this case, this cost right here, the move cost. But it's pretty simple. Like you just look, and it becomes second nature after a while because you know it's fairly simple and fairly logical.
Yeah.
So I can move 1 space and activate it. Activate 1 car, or 2 if I pay the mana cost, and the cars might have their own mana cost.
Yeah, it's very rare in the game where you can't make a move that will help you. Like the only time it would happen is if I don't have any mana and I'm like here, because your first movement is free, but oh look, I make a movement to here, but this car has a mana cost, so I could not in fact even do that. But like let's say if I was at the start and I had 0 mana, I could just move 1 space for free and activate this 1 train for free.
Now, are you able to move backwards?
No, you may only go left to right.
Okay.
Because when you get to the end, the caboose is your delivery, but I'll explain that last because that's the most important thing.
Okay.
But before I get to that, let me explain the other thing you can do besides the rondelle, which is basically move and activate your train cars. You can administrate. So let's say I'm here. So going back to our example, I'm here and I don't even have 1 mana, so I can't take my free move and activate because this has a mana cost. So then I'm pretty much forced to administrate. Administrate is something you can always do, but it has several effects. The first effect is, let's say all this mana was spent. When we spend mana, we just move it off of our board. So I have 0 mana right now. If I administrate, I get all my mana back. No matter how much mana I have, I just get it all back. So now I can, you know, start doing stuff again, which is kind of important. And then you also get to refresh both your captain. So this is my captain, Runica. Not my captain, but this player's captain. And then if I had an engineer, which goes in this slot right here, if I had an engineer who was also exhausted, like they'd be face down, I can flip them both up, right? So whenever when your captain of industry is exhausted and your engineer is exhausted, you probably want to kind of consider administrating at some point because you want to get those powers back. They do really cool stuff for you.
But these characters I can use before or after I move.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant to mention that. Yeah, your powers, your captain of industry and your engineer can be used either before your action or after the action on your turn. They cannot be used in the middle of an action. So you can't like be in the middle of your turn, use some of your train cars, use your captain or your engineer, and then use more of your train cars. It has to be the very beginning of your turn or the very end of your turn. But a cool thing that a lot of people do, if they decide they need to administrate and they have one of them face up, well, let's go ahead and use them and then administrate, and you get them right back. Right? So that's a cool thing you can do sometimes. All right, so so that's the 2 things that happen to administrate, and then you always get a bonus. There is 3 things you can choose from. You may gain a mana crystal, which will give you a permanent mana crystal into your available mana pool, and it comes activated, not exhausted, so it goes right into your pool, ready for use next turn. You can also choose a train car, which is what the center icon means. You get a train car added to your trains. Now, you must finish the 2nd row before you can start filling in the 3rd row. So when you gain a train car, you can place it anywhere in one of these 4 empty slots. And you can continue to fill those in. Once all the 2nd row is filled in, you may then start getting your 3rd row filled. And then once you start doing your 3rd row, then you can do some really powerful actions, some really cool combos, because you'll be activating 3 cars at a time, potentially.
Okay.
And the last thing is choose a specialist. This icon right here means choose one of your 3 specialists, which will go here, here, or here, depending on the kind you get. You can only have 1 of each type, so once you get an engineer, you're done for engineers for the game. Once you get a station master, sorry, I think that's this one. Once you get a station master, you're done with station masters, and then once you get a surveyor, you're done with surveyors. And they do 3 different things. The engineers are basically exhaustible powers, just like your captain, which gets flipped. Your engineer does the same thing. They get flipped and they get refreshed by administrate. So it's just another power that you can use at the beginning or the end of your turn. Your surveyors, which go in the middle slot, are once per game really powerful moves. So you basically will draft them from a pool. I'll show you how to do that in a second. And then whenever you decide you're ready to use your once per game awesome power, you activate it and do it. But once it goes face down, it will not be refreshed. There's nothing in the game currently that refreshes them. You know, maybe we get into some expansion stuff. Maybe we'll have ways to bring those back. But for right now, your surveyor, once it's done, it's done.
Okay.
And then your last one never goes face down. They're your station master, and they are your once per turn passive effect. So like once per turn, you can use the station master power for free. Well, some of them have cost, but in general, they're basically just passive effects you always have access to.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And when you draft these specialists, the way that's done, you're going to come to one of these decks. In Tabletop Simulator, what you do is you right-click and you hit search, and then you're going to go through 4 and then select one. So it's the number of players plus 1 for all 3 of these categories. So whoever basically does it first gets first pick. Whoever goes next gets second pick, etc. So your options are going to narrow the later you wait to choose a specialist. And you know that's purposeful. It's to give incentive to draft them early rather than later. But you want to draft them early anyway because they give you cool powers.
Okay.
The last thing on the player board, besides the delivery action, which I'll explain last, is this transfer cost.
I do have one quick question before I forget. Because you mentioned with the administration, this little triangle symbol here where you refresh your mana. I'm guessing it means you get back your starting mana, not like what you have in general. Like how does that work? Because where you said here you can gain an additional one, does that mean you gain
all your mana back?
Yeah, administrate refreshes all of your available mana. So if you're up to 6 mana, you get all 6 of it back.
Okay.
So yeah, the mana is permanent and it goes into your mana pool permanently. And every time you administrate, you get it all back.
Okay.
It's pretty great. Okay, so the last thing on your player board I want to explain before I explain deliveries, and then we'll be ready to go, is the transfer. This is honestly kind of like a more advanced concept. It's hard for some players to process, including myself. I still don't. I think Brad's the best at abusing transfer costs, but transfer basically lets you skip over spaces. So at any time you can skip over an opponent's network, a city, or a wasteland hex, but they cost a lot of mana to do so. By this chart right here. So the way that looks like is, where's my conductor? Oh, right here in the start. So if I'm in the start and I make this move right here, this lets me move to a water, a lava, or a forest hex. But let's say there's not one next to me. However, there is one on the other side of, say, an opponent's track. If I pay 2 additional mana, indicated by this transfer cost, I can actually jump over the opponent's track into a forest. Same thing if there's a forest across from a city, same thing if there's a forest across from a wasteland. I just have to pay the mana cost indicated by the transfer cost up here. So it basically helps you move around the map very easily. So you're not very constricted. Like you can't, like if you want to get to the other side of the map, you can actually do it pretty quickly. It's just going to cost you transfer costs because you can jump over cities, you can jump over the wasteland, you can jump over enemy track. So that's how transfer works.
And that's like basically what the player harassment is. Like you're spending more, slowing you down a little, but you're not really getting blown up or anything. So
yeah, it's
bad to pay these costs, right?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So the last thing and the most important thing on your player board is the delivery, and that's what the game is all about, making these deliveries. So as we go through moving our conductor, building our track, building our network, getting more mana, getting specialists, finally, eventually, we're gonna hit this spot. Almost every time you come here, you want to make a delivery, even if it's not the optimal delivery, because getting here is kind of it's going to take a while because you have to go through your rondelle pretty much every time. And there's a few things in the game that let you deliver, but there's not many things that let you deliver more than 1 cube. Most of the train cars in the game that let you deliver are just like to pick off a good here or there, which is just 1 point each. But when you hit this delivery spot, you get to deliver your biggest possible delivery that you're able to do at that moment. You can do it. So it's a one large delivery, you can think of it that way.
Okay.
So generally you do your biggest one available. There are some cases where you may want to hold it for later, but just the point is try to make a delivery when you get here. So what you get to do is, as I explained earlier, you get to turn in the goods to a city that you're connected to. So let's just do a real quick example. So let's say Blue's over here, and he wants to deliver red. So he's already got one in the red, so let me just throw some more trains. So he's connected to this red city because he's got a train right here next to the red city. And they want to deliver these two goods right here, right? So you would just pull them off, and then these two goods would become yours. You also would get to take this because you delivered two red goods, right? So you get that. So you got two points for these two goods, and you also got a bonus point for delivering two reds. You also denied any opponent this tile right here because there's only one of the two good delivery tile for red in that city.
And I'm also assuming we've exhausted those two red tiles as well, so nobody else can harvest out of these? Okay.
Correct. There are a few effects in the game that either suck goods into another hex or maybe replenish a good in a hex, but those are pretty rare. In general, like when you deliver a good from a hex, that hex is basically dead as far as the goods go.
Sorry, but we have these 6 spaces. So the game ends once 6 deliveries are made?
Yeah. Right. Except we're in a 6-player game, so we're going to only deliver 4. So as soon as one player has 4 delivery tiles, you can see they're indicated right here. The 5+ players, we make 4 deliveries with demand tiles. For 4 players, you make 5, and for 2 and 3 players, you make 6.
Okay.
And the way that works is you would first finish out the round. So let's say the second to last player makes their 4th delivery with a demand tile. So they put their 4th demand tile here. The last player would then get to take a normal turn, and then everybody in reverse player order gets to make one final delivery with no extra power. So they can't add any track onto this delivery. They basically just make whatever the largest possible delivery in their network is. They just make that, and then we're done. So in other words, someone hits the game in trigger, which is 4 demand tiles in this case. We finish out the round, and then in reverse player order, we just make our biggest deliveries, and then that's it.
Okay.
All right, that's pretty much it, except for the delivery bonus down here. When you reach the caboose, whether you make a delivery or not, you get to take one of these bonuses, which are all really awesome. So this first one is you gain a mana to your mana pool, and you refresh your mana pool. So you get to if you need mana, then that's a great way to do it. It also refreshes your mana pool, so it saves you having to take an administrate action later. Here you get to add 2 train cars to your trains, which is great. It just gives you all kinds of different abilities. Or you can get a specialist and refresh any your captain or your engineer if they happen to be face down. So yeah.
Now in the final game, I'm assuming the player colors and the conductors or chief engineers or whatever your main character here, I'm assuming they're all interchangeable.
No. So like this is the blue captain of industry. We might have other blue captains, depending on what stretch goals we get to. But yeah, the captains are connected to their color.
Okay.
You just might have multiple captains of your color to choose from, and that's for balance reasons.
Yeah.
Some captains on other companies would be too good, and also thematic reasons as well.
Okay, makes sense.
Yep. So basically, the things that are asymmetrical, the terrains, like the blue player is going to be really good in the blue terrains. They have a lot of blue terrains on their starting trains. They have this power right here is going to be different for every single company. This is like your special train car. In blue's case, it gives them an extra mana. The blue captain refreshes mana, so like they don't have to administrate as much because they can just flip this and boom, refresh their mana. So I really like the blue faction, by the way, for that reason. You have a lot of versatility. And then blue is going to start on any blue terrain. So they're going to place a train on any blue terrain. Okay. Any other questions before we start? I think
what is mine? As I mean, I can put trains on wastelands. I'm not understanding what.
You can place trains on any space that's not the wasteland. Is that correct, Trey?
What is I don't.
He's,
Sorry.
I'm
he's
talking about
talking about the purple power.
yeah, the
black
the black player power.
Yeah, let me just. I'll go around and explain all the powers. I said I was gonna do that, and then I forgot. So.
Oh, hang on. I wanted to point out one thing that we missed on our first explanation, our first gameplay, was the connecting. You don't actually have to connect your trains like to the city. You just have to be there, right? You might want to clarify that.
Yeah, it's definitely going to come into play because I'm going to explain green and purple's power. But
Okay.
so I think we're good on blue's power. So let's go to yellow's powers. So yellow, basically, he can spend his captain and use all 3 in one column for no extra activation cost. So he's going to save a lot of mana there. And his special train car is gain another engine, so it's real easy for yellow to like build up additional train cars, or spell cars. Hopefully Brad is cool with them being called spell cars, because I think that's a cool name. So Kerrigan is kind of similar to yellow's power, but she is, instead of working on activations, she works on moving your pawn further, so she can move all the way to the 4th space for nothing. You know, she'd have to pay the 1 mana cost here on this spell card, but other than that, the move would be free. And then her special ability, she can gain a specialist or refresh both the captain and the engineer. So really cool ability there. Here we come to breaking your network powers. So the caterpillar, we changed the iconography here to make it a little more clear, but what Marcine does is she eats one of her trains eats a good and then can move to an adjacent hex. So basically, you would destroy a good, leaving it for no one else to deliver, and then you get to move to any adjacent hex of your choice, which can really help you get around the map. Additionally, your special train car here lets you build on any terrain that's not a wasteland space, and also cities. Cities can never be built in. So, you know, green is basically really good at getting around the map. Brown, we're not playing with. I'll explain my powers. So, basically, I'm the space trains is what I'll call them. But I believe, I haven't read the lore for this particular company, but I believe I'm like an alien race that like has basically, you know, space trains, right? So I can come into the edge of the board anywhere basically, and I put a wasteland there, and then I just kind of appear on any edge of the board that I want, and yay, it's like I'm invading. And here I just pay a mana and I get to move a train to an adjacent space. So my trains are movable, as it were. All right, now we get to the mean companies. Oh, no one's playing Afterworld. That's probably good. But we do have someone playing Gesselheim. They are the polluters. So what Gesselheim's really good at doing is putting out pollution on the map. So
yay me.
So, yeah. So what their captain does is, when you expend the captain, you may either put a track on any wasteland, or you may place a wasteland in a space. Oh, and this is a universal rule. Everything has to be done like within network or adjacent to your network. So that means like, you know, 1 space away, unless it says, you know, there's a few powers in the game that break that rule, but in general, you know, so basically Bartok, what he can do is he can place a wasteland, or he can place a train on a wasteland adjacent to his network. Additionally, if he places a wasteland on top of a good, he just like destroys that good and he gets it as a point. So like,
nice.
He places a wasteland down and then he steals that good from that space. So you can, you know, you can steal goods from people who haven't delivered them yet. So it's really like the goods don't belong to you just because you built on them. You have to deliver them to make sure you bank those points. Until then, other people can deliver them. Bartok can come pollute on top of them and claim them himself. You know, so you really have to deliver the goods before your opponents can do so.
So you said you can't put trains on, under normal circumstances, on wasteland tiles, right?
Right.
Okay.
Most people do not have that ability. Bartok does, though.
Okay.
But honestly, I think almost every time you use them, you want to do the second ability, which is place a wasteland, because when you do that, you get to destroy the good, and it becomes a point for you. And then lastly, your power down here is place a wasteland and then put one of your trains on top of it.
Nice.
Yep.
So we're ready to start the game. You want to teach us about positioning, how to place our first cars?
Yeah, so the top left teaches you, just tells you what terrain you get to place on. Now, there's certain things that are special, like for most of you it's just a regular terrain. For me, it's anywhere on the edge of the map, and I think for Bartok you are on any wasteland. Oh no, they changed it to mountain. Never mind. So yeah, you're just gonna place on a mountain, and I'm gonna place on the edge of the map somewhere.
So we just pick a space right now.
No, we need to determine start player.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's Schwazi when you need it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can go first, I guess. Probably makes the most sense for me to go first. Then basically in reverse order, we get to place stuff. Our first train anywhere on the map, except it can't be adjacent to another player's starting position. So you can place, anywhere you want that's not next to another player. So we'll start with Gesselheim. So take a black car and place it on any mountain on the board. So you may want to look at like mountains that are clustered together that are also next to a black city. Like I would probably choose one of these two spaces because you have this black city right here. You can get to it fairly quickly.
Wait, which black? Because I was looking at this one because this is the black city, right? Right here.
Yeah, oh. I think he got booted out of the stream.
Oh no.
Okay, so I can try and answer the question.
All right. Yeah, because I was thinking one of these two or one of these two, but
Yeah,
I'm looking at the player board, and it's probably these two are going to be the best bets. So let's go right here.
Well, you need to be able to deliver to one of the black cities. So
well, because I figure my first area allows me to go onto a yellow, which would be here. The second train lets me go onto a white, and then the third one lets me go, or fourth one lets me go into a water. So it'll allow me to have a connection there. If I'm understanding the way it works, right?
You'll get to place one extra. Yes, exactly right. And you'll get to place one extra train without restrictions. So you can put it on any tile that's adjacent to the first train you put down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that should be good. We'll just go there.
Sorry, I don't know why I got booted, but I'm back.
Hey, tabletop sim's really finicky sometimes.
Gotcha.
All right, blue player, want to place your train?
Sure.
All right, I'll place. Oh, you place both. Is that correct?
Yeah. Go ahead and place both. Don't put them on top of the good, just because it's kind of hard to see the good.
Oh, we're supposed to place two trains? I thought we placed one.
Yeah, you place one on the terrain that's shown on your player board, and you place one additional on any adjacent space.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do this then. No, we'll do this.
Yeah, that used to be indicated on the player board. I don't know why they took it off. I'll probably add it. I'll ask them to add it back in.
Yeah, I have to say, I'm a huge fan of Level 99 games. I'm pretty sure I own everything that they've ever come out with. So,
oh, nice.
I placed Kerrigan, you're up.
Yeah, they're one of my favorite companies.
Yeah, no, they do an amazing job. I've been getting good reports about Argent 2nd Edition. People are really enjoying the new components and everything.
Oh, I'm so hyped for that.
Oh, is it me now? Okay, I didn't realize you'd went.
Because I've actually owned Argent the Consortium, like, I don't know, probably 3 years, 2-3 years, and I've wanted to bring it to the table a couple times past like month, but I know as soon as I get the upgrade components, it's going to be hitting the table constantly. So we're not bringing it to the table just yet. So
yeah,
waiting to get the toppings.
Yeah, we're waiting to get so we don't get burnt out on it before we get all the cool stuff. But,
yeah, the new mages are so much better to use. Like they just are. So. And
I'm do you know all of the characters that are going to be present in the game out of curiosity, or is it something you can mention or that you can talk about?
Like the characters from Argent that are crossover to this?
Well, either Argent or the actual Battle Con series, because Karen and Jaeger are my two favorite characters. Like that's who I play in Battle Con. And what is the other character's name? The Phoenix chick, Karen, I think her name is. And Hebseba are my three favorites.
So, sorry to interrupt. Yeah. We've all placed. It's just you, right, Trey?
It's your turn, Trey.
Yeah. I'm gonna place and then take my first turn. Sorry, I've been answering questions I haven't even processed. Sorry. Really. I
probably should stop asking questions while we're.
Just give me 1 second. I'll just probably make some random move. All right.
By random means perfectly calculated.
Right.
I want to slow the game down, but I really have not been processing the map, which is not good. All right, I guess I'll just go here. I don't know if this is the right move, but it's a move.
And regarding that, we hit the button to set up the map, but these are like tile pieces that go together
That's
based on the amount of players.
yeah, that's what it looked
Trying to
like
make that
because
clear to the viewers.
yeah, I can see kind of a split where they're like all right in here. So yeah, that's cool. So it looks like they use a similar tile format as God, what's it called? Kingdom Builder, right?
Yeah, so basically what happens is the map size is scaled to the amount of players, the amount of resources available is scaled and even for each type, but the adjacency is not the same, so it's always a little different.
Okay, that's cool.
So,
How many board tiles are there going to be? A base game, of course, pre stretch goals and all that jazz.
that's a good question. I don't know how many total tiles there are, but I'll find out. That's a really good question.
Just more curiosity.
Yeah.
Because I actually backed this earlier today, so I thought I backed it. I do a weekly show. It's called Kickstart the Week. I cover cool Kickstarters, and I actually covered this one last week. And I thought I backed it then, but apparently I didn't. So yeah, no, I'm super stoked for pretty much anything Level 99 puts out. So
Green, your turn.
So our layout artist, Laura, says 6 terrain tiles, double-sided.
okay.
So yeah, that's 12 different possibilities.
Technically, it's more than that because their positioning could be different.
For sure. I meant...
Yeah.
You're correct, yeah. All right, anyways. Trey moved. So blue player, you're up.
Oh, I just got disconnected.
Oh.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
I can still hear you. It's just the game. Just
Oh,
for
man.
TTS. So jump back in.
Okay.
I'm going to take
Yeah.
my turn now. And when you get in, we'll just rewind time.
Wait. Whose turn is it?
Blue players.
It was mine, but I got booted.
All right.
I thought it was Tom's. or
Yeah, I
Orange.
haven't went yet. I've only done my first turn.
All right. Well, I'll take
All
my
I did
turn.
was place.
Yeah,
So
same
I'll
thing here.
Pretty sure it's my turn, right?
It's blue players' turn.
Did Green
No,
go? Oh yeah,
yeah,
Green. Yeah.
I just went, and now Tom goes next, and then
Yeah, orange has not went.
Yeah.
Isn't it
Yeah.
left? Aren't we going to the left?
Yeah.
yes.
Clockwise because we're civilized.
Oh, my bad. Okay, so it is my turn. So I'll move now.
No, I still haven't went.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Wait, I'm crazy. So
That's a true statement, Tom.
it is true. I'm going there and taking this black one.
All right. I'm going to move 1 space and build here. Done.
Alright.
I'm gonna move 1 space and I'm gonna build on green. That'll be right. Good with that.
And if I'm understanding this right, I'm going to move there, and I'm going to put on, where's that, yellow.
Yes. Oh, and you do have to build adjacent to your trains. That's right, Trey?
Yes.
I have the 2 right here.
For sure. I'm just saying rules as I remember them.
Okay, yeah, no, you're fine.
Mainly for the viewers, yeah. Right.
I know, I was like, wait, did I not understand that? So,
No, you're good. Cool. So I'm going to, I'll move just the 1 space, and I'll build on this red, I think. Yeah. Oh, no. I will build... No, I'll build on this red. Sure, why not? Alright, I'm done.
All right. I'm gonna use my power, that guys, and I'm gonna eat this delicious resource right here. I don't want to move. I'm gonna move my guy right there, and that's it.
You can still do a move, or you can still do a move action.
Yeah, you,
What you
yeah,
mean?
but that moves them, right? It doesn't. You don't put a new one down, do you?
Well, it's your ability that lets you build a train, right?
Yeah.
But you can always
I'm sorry.
still just do the move action.
Yeah, captains and engineers do not take your turn.
Well, I think what they're asking is her ability, Marciani. I'm not really sure. So, does he place a piece for her ability, or does he move an existing piece?
Does it move this one here?
So one of his trains that are on the map eats a good in its spot, and that good is gone. And now that train that just ate a good can now move into any adjacent.
Okay.
I'm changing.
Yeah.
And that does not take your turn, so you still have your turn once you do that.
No, I'm gonna change that up. I read that differently. All right, I'm gonna place my train here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use my ability, and I'm going straight to here.
And I'm sorry, I know you mentioned how to do it. How do you get the these 3 cards again? I forgot. I'm sorry. Oh, it's I figured it out. Never mind. The old gray matter doesn't work as well as it used to.
I think I'm going for a red card.
All right.
Yeah. It also might be helpful if you don't already have the rulebook up, because the iconography when you search through the specialists, they're all found in the rulebook.
Okay. Is the rulebook on the Kickstarter page? I forget.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
The rulebook is on the Kickstarter page.
All right. We'll go.
I moved one, built one. Blue, you're up.
Yeah, because I don't know what any of these things mean. They all look different from last game.
I'm gonna move one, and then I'm gonna build on black.
Laura's been updating the art and making the icons, more intuitive. So.
Yeah, each time I play this, something has changed. Last time those resources were cubes, now they're icons. And yeah, it's just this is still a work in progress.
Yeah.
All right, Mitchell, you're up.
All right. Whoa. There we go. My fingers were on the wrong keys, so suddenly I started flying to the right. There we go. We're going to put move 1 and put 1 on the ice.
All right. I'm moving 1, and I'm placing a train on a mountain space, and I'm done.
All right.
So I could definitely see, of course, it's slowed down a bit because Tabletop Simulator is clunky. I can definitely see there's next to no downtime. Well, a little bit, but negligible amount of downtime in the game because your turn is literally move your pawn, throw a piece on the board, done.
All right, I'm done.
I'm just gonna pull one out because I don't know what this means. Can you look at this card? Does that mean I get 2 trains when I purchase one?
This
or spell cards?
When you...
Can you guys move your hands so I can see the card?
Everybody's hands are on top of it.
Hold down Alt when you hover over it, it'll pop up.
Alright, Viona's power is... I think she's the copier, actually. To activate... Oh, sorry, no, she is the copier. So you pay a mana, and you get to use one of your engines twice. It says engine instead of spell card. Hopefully that says spell card. But basically, you're going to use her to double the effects of one of the ones in the column. However, you can't. If you use her, you can't use all 3 of the trains. You basically are saying like, this is an awesome train card that I have in my network or in my powers abilities, and I get to double that effect.
The combo begins.
Yeah, it's definitely a comboer.
The engine building. All right.
Spell card building. No, that was my last turn, actually. So, did you go, Ryan, just then?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
So it's Kerrigan?
So I guess... Yeah, it's Kerrigan, sorry.
Okay.
I just never picked one from before, I didn't know what it meant. So, I guess I'm going to go ahead and... I can't turn anything in yet.
Alright, my potato just finally uploaded loaded the... There we go. Finally loaded the rulebook.
No, but to your
what does Metro mean?
Metros are not in the game currently. That's an expansion thing.
This here, this car.
Oh, that's just flavor text for the car.
Yeah, that's in the game. So you can build on a tile around the city.
Yeah, any terrain around a city.
So I could build anywhere on the whole map as long as it's next to a city?
No. In network, it still has to be in network. So adjacent to your network, so like a hex that is adjacent to a city and to your network, you can build a train in.
Okay, I got you.
All right, I'm going to go. Have another basic move.
Yeah, I'm taking
No.
another card. But go ahead.
Blue.
Yeah,
you're
I'm
up.
keep on going.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
all
so
those
I'm
decisions,
gonna-
like choosing your train, kind of overlap a little. So on the table goes like really fast.
I'm gonna jump 2 spaces, so that's 1
Yeah.
extra mana, and then I'm gonna activate this spell card, which is an additional mana, so that's 2 mana. Then I'm gonna put down on a white or green. I think I need to go onto white right there. Alright, I'm done.
You know, I can definitely see how this would, because tabletop simulator is clunky in general, but I can definitely see this move really fast outside of a tabletop sim. I'm going to spend a mana to jump a square so I can toss a black train on the blue here. And you said I can't build on the city, right? As long as I'm adjacent to it, I'm considered connected to it?
Correct. No
Okay.
one never builds on cities.
Okay. All right, and I'm good.
All right. So I'm going to actually administrate, but before I administrate, I'm gonna flip Telthurius. I'm gonna send a space train over to here, blow up that good, and then I'll warp in a purple here.
What does this card do? To anyone who knows?
Chris, you want to explain while I take my turn?
Let's see.
It moves the hand so I can see.
Sorry.
I definitely don't know what that one is.
I actually will have it up in just a second.
Again, Chris, if you hold Alt and hover over the card, it highlights it and no hands are in the way.
Oh.
All right,
Okay.
so I administrate, I recover my mana, I flip my captain over, and then I'm gonna select a specialist, so the next player can go ahead and go.
Yeah, I'm not seeing
Laura,
that
if
one
you're-
in the rulebook yet.
Hey, Laura, if you're watching, can you help us out here?
All right.
This one does.
I'm gonna move here.
So you put a
Or-
good of a matching color onto an in-network space of each color.
From the box to the board.
Oh, yeah. And that's so that's a surveyor, so that's a once per game power. So you can like really fill your network up with all kinds of goodies.
So
Is
that all
actually-
goes
they
onto
just-
one space, or
No, to matching terrains, but you get to do it once for each terrain type.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
And you said it had to be empty though, right? Like already delivered from.
Yeah, it has to be empty.
Gotcha.
well, okay. Well, sorry, I gotta let y'all peek. I don't want to. I'm looking for early game stuff.
Yeah, that's definitely a more late game ability.
So, who's up? Is it?
Is it me? Sorry.
I just finished up with
My turn
Green
again.
just finished, yeah.
What's this one?
Feel free to poke me. Sometimes my streaming duties overlap with like paying attention to what tournament. So,
All right. So that one, Tom, is
Oh, that's a delivery up to 4 times.
yeah.
So yeah, the reason why it's a once per game is because it's like the only other way to do a big delivery like that is something like that. So it's actually really powerful.
Okay, I'll just take it just for speed, and then so that was my last turn, and then this is my new turn, and
all right. So
I'm gonna go ahead and flip and go here.
Now, if I place a wasteland tile, does it destroy what's on the resource that's on the tile?
Yes, if you place a wasteland, it will destroy the resource on the tile that you place it on.
Okay.
It's you, Chris.
Yeah. If you're using Bartok, that then becomes a point for you. So you actually get to keep the good as if you delivered it.
Yeah. I'm
So
just
we're gonna-
trying to figure out a way how to squeeze out a little extra point.
Yeah, it's a pretty powerful ability. It seems like a point there, here, point there, but it adds up.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait. So when I placed that last one here on this red, I could have paid a mana and placed on another red immediately because of this power.
I'm done,
Is
guys.
that how that works?
Yeah. So the way that this station master works, you can instead of like for instance, if you were using this column, instead of activating both of these trains, you can say, oh, I want to do this spell card twice, right? So you would pay a mana to do that, and then you would cast this again. So you would essentially play 3 mana, 1 to use the ability, and then 2 to use this card twice.
Right, but on my last turn, so like right here, I could have just paid 1 mana and put on 2 reds.
That is correct. So yeah,
I'm gonna retcon that, yeah, because there was a red right next to it.
Sure.
All right. My turn came. I already moved. I sped up to the second to last space. I used my ability to use both cards that normally cost 1 mana for 0. I'm done.
Okay, I'm gonna move 1. I'm gonna pay 1 mana to do the first action. Then it's gonna. Do I have to do my surveyor? Or sorry, my captain first in order to gain all mana? Can I do that during my as I'm going down the spell cards?
You have to do it at the very
before
beginning,
or after.
very end. You cannot do it in the middle of the action.
Oh, okay. So, but I could do it before.
Correct. You can do it before your turn. Correct.
Can I have a quick question. The order of the tracks, do you have to execute them from top to bottom, or can you execute like my bottom or my second row train and then my first row train, or?
Yeah, that you have the freedom. You can, as long as you don't, accidentally execute the same one twice. But you can do those out of order.
Okay.
The only timing we had to do this because all kinds of timing issues are caused if you don't do it. If you don't do engineers and captains at the very beginning or the very end of your turn, it causes too many timing questions. So we're just like, very beginning or the very end.
Now, can I place, for the purpose of my my second rail on my 5th spot there, can I put a wasteland tile on an already wasteland tile so I can place the train there?
No, you may not.
Okay.
It's already wasteland.
That's fair.
So Trey, help me out here. So I'm gonna, if I decide to do it in this order, if I decide to move here, and I decide to activate this train card or spell card first, that would be 2 mana. Sorry, these aren't here. So that would be 2 mana, correct?
Sorry, where was your pawn sitting? I missed the first part of your turn.
So if I move from here to here, so just 1 space, and then I want to activate this one here. Would that cost 2 to activate it? Or
no,
just 1?
Because you only moved 1, you can pay your 2 mana and activate both of these cards. You will then gain an additional mana, which goes into your pool. However, you can't spend any mana you acquire during the course of your turn. You can't spend it right away. It's going to go into your pool and it's active for next turn, but you won't have it then. But essentially, since if your pawn is starting here, this move is 3, and then it costs 2 mana to use both of these. Actually, no, it would cost an additional 1. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to do. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to use both of them. Sorry, I led you astray.
Okay, so let me do this first. I'm gonna flip this person here.
There you go.
Regenerate my mana. And then move here. I'll place. Yeah, so I'll basically be placing, doing 3 mana to do both of those. So I need to. Mana into
your pool.
Somebody will grab me a mana. I'll put 1 out.
All right.
All right, is it me?
Yeah.
So.
Evolution Man, you're up.
So I am going to move here, just move 1, and I'm going to use the second train first. Go ahead and spend a mana for it. Where are the wasteland tiles?
Oh, they're over here by the trains.
Okay.
Here's 1.
So I'm going to drop this bad boy right here. And then it says that says I get to place a train on it as well, right?
Yeah, if you're using your special train card, that's what it does.
Let me pull this.
You place a wasteland and put a train on it.
Yeah, so let me pull that off because it was all tilted and weird. Then I'm going to use the top one and place a train on the mountain tile. And then at the end of my turn, I'm going to go ahead and flip my ability thing here. And I'm going to blow up this yellow one here and take it as a point.
Wow.
I fully endorse this move.
No, I would say no hard feelings, but lots of hard feelings. No.
There you go.
Oh, and I needed to also spend a mana for using the top train as well, so I'm down to 1 mana. And that will end my turn.
That was dirty.
I have reached power level 5000. We're gonna do all the wombo combos now. So first, I'll use Telthurus, and I will warp in on a wasteland. Here's a nice fancy forest. Let's just destroy that.
I second
now-
that notion.
Now we have a space car here in the wasteland zone. Hi guys, now I'm on your side of the board too. I'll use my friend here to suck a good into my network. Let's suck this ice good in. It's mine. And then that was just my powers. And then I make this movement for free, and I spend 3 to activate both trains. That allows me to move a train. I'll move into this ice zone, and then I get to place a train in any hex adjacent to a city. Sorry, I moved this mountain into here, and then this is my next to a city placement. And I'm done.
Do we get a new train out? Because there's only 5 now.
When there's 2 left, we wipe and fill.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'm gonna spin a mana, move 2 spaces, spin another mana, and I get to put it on here. And that is it for me.
Okay. I'm moving here. I'm gonna be using my power, so I'm gonna pay 2 mana to do this twice. And I'm gonna be placing 2 trains. So the first one will go on this blue one here. And the second one will go on this green.
Wait, so you can pay the mana cost to do it multiple times?
I can with this guy.
Oh,
With
okay.
this- I can do it twice.
Oh,
I can-
okay, yeah. Okay.
All right,
That's it.
I'm up. I'm going to move 1 and do a delivery. I'm going to deliver only 2 goods because 1 was destroyed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. That sounds like not a great delivery. What happened there?
Could have been a stronger delivery. I'm sad.
I just like to envision that I'm just the smoke monster from Fern Gully, just like
Yes,
going
exactly
through, just
what
Wow.
eating everything. I can't remember what his name is, but the one Tim Curry voices.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, am I showing my
As a
age?
child.
I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna gain 2 cards. I gain 2 cards. Is that correct? All right.
My turn.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's Blue's turn.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move.
When does the cart thing refill?
When it's down to 2, then there's then we refill all the train cars, spell cars.
Yeah,
Actually,
those 2 are discarded, right? The 2 that are left.
Correct.
On the side, do you think it makes sense to go ahead and deliver, even if I'm only delivering 2? I mean, I know you just did that, but
Yeah, if you hit the deliver space, you should always deliver pretty
always
much.
deliver. Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, would Yellow's train normally be, or would it be destroyed because it is on a wasteland hex, or?
That's
No, it when you drop wasteland on opponents, their train just goes on top of it.
Okay.
You did it correct.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
It Brad wanted it to destroy opponent trains, and I had to reel him back from that. I'm like, no, this is not a war game. As much, I mean, we can put that in the rulebook as a variant. Like,
Yeah.
we can always have a mean variant of the game, but in the main rules, I think that's a bridge too far for most.
That's fair, I actually got to interview Brad at Gen Con last year. I'm super bummed I'm not going to be able to go this year because they pushed it up a week, which is right in the middle of summer finals, which is not good. If they would have left it the same time it was last year, I would have been able to go no problem, but stupid Gen Con moving up schedules and stuff.
That happened with me with Origins. I mean, I think I can go to Origins now, but Origins used to be like in the middle of June, and I'd be able to go fine. And then they moved it to like the end of May, which is finals week for us.
Yeah.
Gesselheim can go. I'm just drawing my card.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and deliver, so if I understand right, I get to go deliver 3 tiles,
Correct.
and I get the... Where is it?
That one, yeah.
This one.
No. You delivered 3. That has 4 cubes.
Oh,
on
I
it.
see. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you get the 2-pointer. Still very good. Still very good.
And then I think I'm gonna steal 2 train tracks. What do we have? And I get to put these on any one of the things that I have, right?
In the second row, you can't do the third row to your second row.
Yeah. What is the glacial shift one? Because I can build one on a white, but what are those 2 symbols that are over there? I don't know why I'm asking. I could just check the rules.
If you basically it lets you build on any ice, but you can transfer through cities or through wasteland for no mana instead of your normal costs.
Hey,
So
hey Trey,
it's a really good one.
can you look in the stack with me and just tell me what this one, what this particular card means?
Yeah.
Or should I pull it out?
And
Sure, you can just pull it out. It's fine.
I only get to do one of these 3 different actions, right?
Right, you choose one of those 3 bonuses.
Alright, so I think I'm going to do this. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm good.
So for that station master out, it lets you
Yeah.
take a tile higher than what you actually delivered.
Yeah, they give you a lot of versatility. It's really good. All right. So I'm gonna hit delivery, and I'm going to deliver 5 white goods.
Wow.
I think it's cheating.
Sorry, no,
Wow.
it's only 4. I don't know why I said 5. I only had 4 in my network.
Wait,
So that would have been cheating.
Did
but,
you, I thought you can only deliver from areas you have trains.
Yeah. So I have a train here, and I used my engineer to suck this
Okay.
into there. Yeah. And so I get this. All right, and I'm done. I'm just gonna select my bonus, which is gonna be another specialist. Yeah, I definitely recommend getting the specialist early on. You know, when it makes sense to. It makes sense for me because I had both of mine exhausted. So by choosing that bonus, I get to refresh them as if I had administrated.
Well, hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna spend a mana, deliver my goods as well, which are 4 greens.
I thought I was doing good.
Right? Like, I thought I was doing pretty good delivering 3 goods.
And I'm gonna get a specialist also, and will be done with my turn.
All right, I'm going once, and so if I pay my 1 mana here, that I've got left, only got 1 mana left, I can get a specialist, and then flip my other one back over also.
It has a slash, so you can do one of the 2.
Right, but I'm paying the 1 mana to be able to do both, one of each.
Sorry, I forgot you were using Fiona. Then yes, if you use Fiona, you can. It's like you activated it twice, and you can make a different choice when you activate it the second time.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm gonna take. Or wait, I guess I gotta wait for Ryan to choose his.
Yeah, if green is also choosing the same specialist, you have to wait till he's done, since he chose before. But this is a good time to talk about. So I don't know if it's actually officially in the rulebook, but I definitely recommend playing that way. Like, you know, when you're choosing a specialist, allow play to
I'm done.
especially in a 6-player game, just keeps things moving.
Yeah.
You're done? Okay.
Sorry, is it yellow?
No, I still have to. Well, I'm not really gonna make any decisions on the board, so you can go ahead.
Yeah. If you're choosing a specialist, then yellow, you can go ahead and go.
Move here, spend 3 mana. Gonna build. Where's the nearest forest city? Is there only one's over here? That's really far. That's not happening.
So I have a question about this red one. I don't know, Candide? Can somebody?
Oh, yeah, Candide. Yeah, I'll tell you.
So I can build on a hex anywhere as long as it's got another competitor, or it has to be in my
Right.
thing.
So the way Candide works is, it still has to be adjacent to your network, but yeah, it's an all-terrain, basically, and it's a really good one because if you remember, one of the goals is to build,
Right, that's what I was
with
thinking.
opponents. So I
bonus.
think that's a good choice.
Yeah, okay. So I was taking that one, and then I paid the 1 mana to flip this back over.
Yep.
Now, can I actually do that now? Still? I know it's still my turn. I mean, like forever ago.
Yeah.
I gain
Like
1 mana
a
for this
turn.
ability. Sorry, for my pickaxe ability, that's plus 1 mana off cooldown.
Right. Any mana you gain during your turn, you can't use it that current turn. Sorry, Tomcat. To answer your question, yes, you could have placed a track at the end of your turn, so you can go ahead and retcon that.
Okay. And that can go anywhere as long as there's got another train in it, right?
Right. But even though you refreshed, you can't flip her over because you used her at the end of your turn.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So
I
I can just throw it there.
definitely understand the combo power I was explaining for the Twitch viewers.
Right. Okay.
It was my sand. Orange is done. So blue, you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna go here, and I'm going to build bed. And I think right now I need to build on green, so I'm gonna build on. All right, it's my turn.
All right. I'm going to go here, just the 1. So I get to build on anything adjacent to a city, and then black and all that jazz. So we're gonna drop 1 here, then let's see. I already forgot what colors there were. Let's see, mountain, desert, lava. Let's go right here, and I think that'll be it.
All right. I'm gonna use my once per game power, which gives me 2 permanent mana and refreshes my mana.
I've got to spend that mana to do it.
So I has all the mana. Okay, and I'll just skip to this middle spot for 3. Actually, that would be foolish. I'm just gonna take a free move, I think, because I need to build on lava anyway. So I'll just place this out on lava, and I'm done.
All right, I'm gonna take my free move, and then I'm gonna drop my train on the blue. Right here. Then I'm done.
All right. Well, guess I'm delivering.
All right. Well,
No real reason for me to deliver anything, right? I mean, delivering 1 good is pretty bad, right? I should wait.
It's bad, but unless you're gonna bank it for a later delivery, the problem is if you don't deliver it, someone else might deliver it. So I would tend to do a 1 delivery and then just try to set up for a bigger one next time. Because if you leave it on the board, someone might just snipe it anyway. But you know.
Or eat it with Wasteland. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing out there.
Or blow it off out of arbitrary spite. It's not arbitrary.
Yeah.
hey, Kerrigan, I know you're still resolving your turn, but I finished mine, so blue wanted to go. Then
Oh, perfect.
we can keep rolling.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just getting another mana.
Okay.
I'm
And you
doing the
also
mana thing.
refresh your mana as well.
So
I think I'm going
1.
to administrate, so that lets me redo my mana. And then I'm going to all my people are flipped up already, and I'm going to buy a car. And so, tell me again what Mulcher does.
Let me take a look at it. So the mulcher, basically you get to build on forest, and you also get to recycle a mana. So put a mana back into your mana pool from your exhausted mana. So it doesn't give you a new mana, but it lets you, get a mana back from next turn.
Recycle 1, yeah. And then World Spanner lets you build on 3 different tiles for 3 mana. So I'm gonna take that one.
No, that's mine.
That one is really good. It's really good.
Yeah, no.
Expensive to use, but they have to be different terrain types. That's what the slash through the equal sign means.
Yep. All right. You're up. I guess I'll
Well, I was ready to use that for free.
All right. I'm going to just what is it?
Yeah,
Administrate.
Golden Sands. Yeah.
So I'm gonna get all of my manas back. There we go. And I guess I'll just take a thing here. So I guess I'll pass turn while I figure out which one of these guys I want.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I will spend a mana to jump to here. I can build on any terrain that is along the edge of the map. I will build to this lava right meow. And I think I'm done.
All right.
I think you're definitely in the lead for the
I
edge
got
track.
Yeah, this company specializes on building on the edge, so it's a good one to have.
I got a couple questions. My engineer, does that mean I get 3 back, or I do it 3 times before?
It means you get to recycle 3 mana. So you use that.
Okay, just 3
turn,
mana.
You'll get all 3 of your spent mana back into your mana pool.
And also, this right here, the transfer.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that additional to this, or is that just a separate action? Is
No.
that
It's an added cost. So you can build on a forest or a lake or ice that is across from an opponent's track, across from a city, or across from a wasteland.
Oh, that's
Ice
an opponent's track. That's not a. Okay.
Correct.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'll just place this guy here then.
Hey, what does
And
this guy do? So I can't find him in the.
Yeah, he might be another expansion guy or stretch goal guy we haven't added to the rulebook yet. But what he's going to do is let you build into 4 terrains, but they have to be the same type. That's why it says the equal sign. So like into 4 deserts or 4 lava, whatever. Still has to be adjacent to your network, but you can chain it a little bit. Like if there's 2 lavas next to each other, you can build into one lava and then one into the other.
Oh yeah, he's mine.
All right, I'm paying 1 mana to skip
Yeah, he's really strong.
to here. Paying another mana to do my thing twice. And then I'm gonna place my first one on this. Where is it? Hang on. This yellow. And then I'm already paid to go again. I'm paying 2 more mana to go across the blue car to place on this black.
All right, I'm gonna move 1, pay my last mana to use both. Build here and pollute. What? Can I pollute a space with a train on it?
Yeah, you put the train right back. Essentially, you put it under the train. It
It
just
destroys-
kills the good. Oh my god, that's it. You're dead. Dishes are done. Oh man.
Sorry, I hope I slowed you down from that, colossal crushing victory.
Some
I was about to-
cutthroats in here.
If you anger the designer, he just changes the rules.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm done.
he'll patch that. He'll patch that next time.
I delayed my administrate in order to slightly slow you down.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, Blue, you're up.
All right.
Probably.
So I'm gonna move 1 space. I'll do a build on red or black. So I'm gonna build on black, and then I'm gonna use my world spinner. So that's 3 plus 1 more. So that's 4 mana. So I can build on 3 different tiles. So I'll build on this black, this gold, or sand. All right, I'm done.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. I get my free move, and then I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 mana to jump down here. And I'm going to... Oh, before that happens, I lied. Just kidding. Before that happens, I'm going to use my... Is it this one? Yeah, I'm going to use this ability and just build on 4 of the same tile, or same color.
Yes.
And I'm going to... Is that 4? No, it's 3. I'm going to build on all of the water stuff that's adjacent to me. So this one, and this one, that one, and that one. Then I'm going to blow up, use my player ability, my conductor ability, to drop this, eat this green token, drop this here.
Nice. Yes.
To,
Bright yellow. Okay, I love it.
To, and then place the train there. Then, do I need to do that?
Why do you, I don't think you get to place the train there. If you blew it up, it's a slash, so it's either or. You see?
Oh, okay.
You still get to eat the good, but you don't get to put a train on it.
Okay, that's not the good I'm going to eat then, because I need a train there. So we'll put that there. I'm still going to eat one, but I'll eat, I don't know. You know what? Because we already beat up on yellow, let's beat up yellow a little bit more.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
got it. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's how that works. So I'll eat yellow's point there. Then I'm going to spend the 3 mana to go down here to use...
Oh, so it's actually 6 mana to jump to there.
Oh, it is 6 to jump down to there. Okay, well...
It's 3 to jump to here, but it's 6 to jump to here.
Okay, that works. I can... No, I can't work with that. Never mind. We will go...
You can jump to the center spot. That probably will do something for you.
Yeah, stand by. I misunderstood that part. Let me see what I can do here then.
You know, if you're gonna redact, you know, destroying my land, then
No,
let me know.
I mean, I'm okay with that one.
Oh.
That part of the move he was fine with.
Alright, so yeah, I'll spend 1. So let me get my 3 mana back here. I'll spend 1. Oh, stop it. There we go. I'll spend the 1 to jump here to be able to put, and then 1 to use the bottom area to put 1 train out here and 1 train right here. Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do. That's my final answer.
Alright. I will jump to here, and that's going to cost me 4 mana to both jump there and use all the things. So I'll go ahead and, for my movement, I'll move into... it's tough. I guess I'll move here. I'll set up for that delivery later. And then for my... let's see, what is it? Build next to a city. So, we'll build next to a city. What city to build next to? Let's go ahead and, at the beginning of my turn, let's say I made a spaceship train. And we'll come in, and we'll spaceship it here. And blow that up. Hey look, spaceship train. Okay, cool. Alright, so building next to a city. I'll build here, even though I already have white. No, that doesn't make sense. Let's build,
You can stay away from that area there. You don't need to be up there.
No, it's cool, it's cool. We'll build this on this blue, why not? Blue's good. Alright, and I think I am done.
Okay, I'm gonna just put my guy right here. And that'll be it for me.
Okay. I'm going to move just here. I'm gonna place a red guy here. And I don't think there's any other reds I can place on. Yeah, so there's no reason for me to use my thing yet. Okay, I'm done.
All right, I'm gonna administrate. I'm gonna choose the one to get in a cart. I'll get this. I'll refresh all my things.
And you have a lot of spell cards. You were racking them up.
I'm ready
Okay.
for a hype move over here. That's what I'm ready for.
Yeah.
He's
All right, I'm gonna move.
I think he's ready to retaliate against somebody who might be
Yeah.
blowing up trains.
I'm just gonna move one, and I'm gonna go here. Okay.
All right. What? It's my turn, right?
Yep.
So I broke my phone screen the other day, and so now the bottom part of it strobes like I'm in a disco if I turn the screen off, and it's sitting in the wrong direction. It's really weird. So I'm gonna spend 1 to move here, and I'm going to put. Do I need to do that?
Chris must be at it again.
Yeah, we're gonna
Sorry, give
no.
me 2 seconds.
We're not
We
gonna
always-
do
We
that.
always beg him to not type.
All right. Instead, I'm gonna administrate. So I'm gonna get all of my manas back instead. Why does it do that? Stop combining them. All right, and flip this over. I don't get my green one back, right?
Right, that's a once per game ability.
So then I'm gonna search through here, and these cards are the persistent ones that I can use every round, provided I can.
Yes.
Once per round.
Okay, so I'm gonna get this one.
All right. So I will first use my engineer to suck this lava good in to my hex, and then I'll deliver red. So it becomes my good essentially. So that's 1 red, 2 red before black can get it. Sorry, black. 3 red, and I think that's all I got because someone blew one up. I don't know who that could have been.
Wasn't me,
You know, it wasn't you actually.
right?
It was Chris. But you know, I don't forget my grudges, so don't worry. All right, and then I deliver 3 red.
Hey, Sarah. Trash needs to go out to the street.
And then I choose my
Oh,
bonus.
don't let me forget.
And
And if I can have you for more coffee, please. Because the game's probably got another like hour and a half to it. Because
Did
it's a lot
somebody just
longer because
take
of
my card off of my board.
tabletop
I think
simulator
they
is
did.
clunky.
oh,
Oh, I
I-
think it may have gotten shuffled back.
yeah, I meant to hit search, and I just sucked everybody's
Oh.
station master back into the deck. So just search it and grab it again. Sorry about that.
This will be a good chance for me to grab a Tom's card.
Yep, exactly.
Help! Send help! It won't let me take mine. Alright, let me
Maybe
try
too many people.
closing out. Yeah. Alright, could somebody pull
Ryan,
out
did you
can somebody pull out Dario's Cool
No,
for me?
is it my go?
I thought it was, but I don't know.
Because
Not
it
sure.
will not let me.
Yeah,
Pull it out
he
somehow.
just did as good, so yeah, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna
Okay.
move 1. I'm gonna place 1. And I'm done.
There we go.
Oh,
You sound terrible.
I feel terrible. I'm done.
This is the way Ryan normally sounds, you guys.
Yeah.
It's just
like
a
he
clever
sounds in the
ploy.
voice.
Just a clever pull. He wants you to feel bad for him.
Okay.
Don't give him any quarter.
It's just part of my strategy.
Are you sick?
Yeah, terribly. I've never heard him sound this bad. And he sounds horrible usually.
You should listen to the podcast. It's pretty true.
Yeah.
Hurtful.
Oh, is it my turn?
You got tough skin. No, that's me.
Okay.
It's done.
Alright, so I'm going to... Oh, I can't do that. I'm gonna administrate, I guess. Need mana.
All right.
So I get a card for that. No, I did the mana. Okay. No. I don't want an extra mana. I just want a car. So I'm taking the car. Sorry. I'll take that one.
So now I hit the refill button because there's 2 here.
Yeah. Except those should go away, right?
Yeah, the 2 that were there, just set them aside, and then hit refill again.
So cool. I like that.
Yeah. Tabletop Simulator, I mean, games take longer because it's not super easy to use, but some of the features are pretty awesome.
Did you go, Chris?
Move 1, pay 1 mana. You know, I'll just pay 2 mana. And all right, I'm gonna get another. I'm gonna get a person and a space. You can go while I decide this.
Okay.
Horrible.
I'm gonna administrate. I think that's what I need to do. So I'm gonna administrate. Actually,
Nah, I take it back. I only can use one of those. Just to get my person.
yeah, I'm gonna administrate, and that means I get all my mana back. And draw a card. Chris, you're gonna I'm gonna search for a specialist. While you search there.
Alright. So it's purple's turn.
Alright, I'm going.
Or red, whatever color you are.
Yeah. I'm gonna spend 3 mana to jump all the way up to deliver, because I don't want anybody stealing all my blue tiles. I'm gonna deliver 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue.
Nice.
Can you tell me one more time what these two cards mean right here?
Okay. So Garrick lets you swap 2 spell cards anywhere in your tableau. Obviously not the ones printed on your player board, but the actual tiles. So you can use it. You can use one and then move it further along so that you can use it in the same cycle. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
And Lixus just lets you repop an empty hex. So like you've already delivered a good there, but you can re-deliver it. Or like if someone delivered it for you or sucked it out of your zone, you can repopulate it.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Oh, is anybody else getting cards out of here?
Yeah. Yeah, let me grab mine real quick.
Okay, well, I pulled this one out. This is what I'm gonna take if you don't take it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna take this guy.
Okay.
Did you go, Trey?
No, sorry, I was waiting for them. But I'll go ahead and take my turn. I know what I'm doing. So I'm just because I have Simon now to jump to this 3rd spot. It only costs me 1 mana, and that's what I'll do. I'll jump there, which lets me build along the edge, and my turn is done.
Oh hell.
Alright, I'm gonna
Shit.
use this guy.
Never mind. I forgot to use my my conductor's ability before I ended the on the start of the turn, but oh well.
Oh, that's fine. No, you can do it.
You sure?
Yeah, we've been retconning
Yeah.
the whole game.
It's not gonna affect me.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna blow up this tile here, and then because I took a card, so he would have refreshed at the end of the turn.
Gotcha.
I've been keeping track of all Tom's retcons, just so that at the end of the game I'll know
Yeah.
who truly won.
Yeah.
That's important to do, by the way.
I mean, he's winning right now for sure. It'd be hard to
With my 0 points.
I'm not sure. There's a lot of resources over here, and you have
Yeah,
3 point and 2 point.
I'm pretty sure I'm in last place, no matter how
We're-
you quantify it.
For a first game, you're doing really well.
Yeah, my conduct. Yeah, no, never mind. I'm dumb. Don't mind me.
Did you go around?
Really?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay.
Look at this.
So I'm moving to here by using that card. And then I'm gonna pay a mana to do my thing twice. That's gonna cost me 2 more because I'm gonna do the top action twice. Let's going to be 2 cars. So I'm going to place it on white right here, and then red, and then I'm also going to play this girl at the end of my turn.
Oh, oh, so hot.
You okay?
You okay over there?
Yeah, I just burnt my tongue.
And I'm done.
Alright. Going to ability man.
My wife just made me some coffee, and I miscalculated how hot it was. Took a giant sip out of it. Yeah. Also, I thought I muted my mic. I wonder. Oh, my webcam mic is what's picking everything up. So I probably sound terrible to you guys, don't I?
Hey, you sound fine to me.
Yeah, you sound okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Sound pretty good.
You sound better than Ryan.
Oh man, I wish I'd have realized that to begin with. Because yeah, no, my webcam, the audio quality in it is garbage. So yeah,
I just know you need to put your trash out.
yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, I don't think I can play anymore with the quality of your mic.
Is it my turn?
Yes,
Yeah, it's your turn, Josh.
Okay, so. Alright, I'm gonna use this guy's ability. Flip him to move this here. Then move 1 space. So it takes off 5/1. Either for 5 sided, do 5 mana. That will allow me to build on a white or a green plus 3 different things within my network. So I'm going to build on this green, and then I'm going to build on this blue, this black.
Can I switch?
Alright, and I think I am done.
Alright, black.
Alright, I had a plan, but I forgot what that plan was. Okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna spend my 1 mana to use the bottom train. To be able to put one next to a city. So that city's gonna be right here. Oh.
You can act either or 1 for free.
Oh, really?
If you pay both, you get 2 activates.
Yeah, no, I am activating both.
Okay, just making sure.
So then I'm gonna put my other activation. I'm gonna put it right here. Am I gonna be able to do this in time? I don't know. Okay. I think I'm good.
Alright. Unfortunately, I have to administrate, so I'm gonna refresh my mana and refresh these guys, and then probably get a train car. So I'm done. A spell car, yes.
Spell car for sure.
I can't call them engines. They're clearly not engines. I don't know what Brad was thinking.
I don't know. I'll have a talk with Brad. Don't worry about it.
But you put them together to make an engine building.
Well, you've got to call it spell cards because there's got to be spells in it somewhere. You got to change the title of the game.
Yeah, otherwise it'll be engines and Steam. That's not nearly as alluring.
Exactly. I agree 100,000%.
So
I'll just run in with all the other games.
So is the game pronounced Empyreal?
Yes, Empyreal.
Okay.
Josh, you just got disconnected, whether you know it or not. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Good old tabletop simulator.
Did
Yeah,
you
like-
go around?
I remember we played a game through Tabletop Simulator. I don't remember which one, but like I own the physical copy, and it takes, I don't remember what it was, but it took like 45 minutes to play. It took us like 3.5 hours to play it in Tabletop Sim, just because it's so clunky.
I'm gonna deliver the blues.
Yeah. We've gotten
It definitely depends on the game.
Yeah.
We've got some messages like, "Are you sure this is 20 minutes per player? Because it takes y'all forever to play on Tabletop Simulator." I'm like, no, it's because Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah, that's just how Tabletop Simulator. That's why I'm usually not a big fan if time is a factor of playing in Tabletop Sim. Like, it's a great resource, but if I'm just
Yeah.
wanting to sit down with some friends, be like, hey, let's play a game. I had a friend of mine wanted to play Twilight Imperium in this. I was like, no, dude, I don't have all weekend to play a game of
Yeah, seriously.
TI5.
Can you imagine picking up those ships one at a time?
Oh, God.
Like,
No. I don't even like doing that
I
with
wanna
the
get
physical
a-
copy when I go to invade you with 75 fighters.
I'm gonna get a mana crystal and I'm done.
Yeah, I'm going ahead and doing mine. I've got 4 reds. I'm taking this one. And
I'm still really annoyed that my computer
Wow.
chose my webcam as my default mic.
Sad.
you can go ahead, Chris. I'm just trying to decide what to do with my last
Sure.
thing.
I didn't realize you delivered those blue goods. That was my turn. Let's see. Well, what now?
Oh, you talking about me?
Yeah. I'm sad now.
Yeah, no, I had a feeling that somebody was going to encroach on that, so that's why I figured I'd spend all my mana and blow it last round, just in case.
So this deep dive that lets me transfer across what for free? Cars?
an opponent's track. So you can,
Yeah,
it basically
yeah.
says you can build on a water, and if it's across from an opponent's track, you don't have
Right.
transfer cost.
Yeah, I'll take
So,
it.
hey Trey, so this my surveyor lets me replenish one of each type, just one though, right?
Correct. One of each type. That is correct. In your network that's already been delivered from.
Rough. Oh man. Well,
Yeah, you may want to save it to like the end of the game,
yeah.
or to probably your last 2 deliveries.
I guess I move here. I score 1 point, right? And then I'll do the thing. And go ahead while I make that decision. I'm gonna search over here this time.
All right, blue. You can go ahead.
Okay. So, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this person, get all my mana back.
Flourish says it might be able to be any in-network space, and I can see it going either way. Because, but I'm not sure how strong it is. So
I'm gonna move 2, and then I'm gonna deliver, and I'm gonna deliver. Let's see. I'm gonna deliver green, so that's 1. Take the 3-point here.
Nice.
Then
Okay. Do I sound any better right now,
I'm
out
gonna
of curiosity?
do my bonus thing at the end. So I probably need to get a specialist. So I'll do that.
Do
Your
I
turn.
do I sound any different right now?
Black, go ahead.
Okay. I don't know if they can hear me. Can you hear me?
did we lose somebody? No. Okay.
Help, Mike. I think he spilled coffee into his mic and destroyed it.
Oh no.
Just
Really?
All right. Well, go ahead, Black, and just let us know when you're done with your turn. All right. Cool beans. I will. I'll go ahead and space train this yellow spot since his mic is broken and he can't yell at me. Space train.
That's dirty.
All right. And then I'll spend. Oh, actually, I don't have to spend mana thanks to Simon, my station master. Lets me jump to that for free. So I'll spend 2 mana to use both of my spell cards there. 1 spell card will go here. And then I get to make 1 adjacent to a city. That is the one. I'm not sure where that's gonna go. Let's see. Man, I built off into this corner, and then y'all delivered all the goods that was in that entire corner. Bunch of jerks, I swear.
Somebody had 3 deliveries. No one's had 3 deliveries, right? Okay.
Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
Me and Black at least are very close to 3 deliveries.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
I can hear you now.
Do I sound better?
Different.
You sounded fine before, but Green, you can go ahead and go. I'm done.
Because my mic
Straight.
wasn't working, I meant to if it's okay with you guys, I was gonna blow up this and my red resource here. Oh, wrong one. This and a red resource to activate my player ability to get another mana.
Okay.
Yeah, I meant to do that when my mic was broken, but I was trying to figure out what the problem was.
That's fine.
Alright, I'm done, Tom.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna come, I guess, here. So it's gonna cost me a mana. And then...
Oh no, it wasn't this one. It was this one.
Gonna be paying the mana to go twice again. And I'm gonna get a yellow here. And a black here. And I'm done. See you, Chris.
Alright. Gonna move 1. Gonna build. It's getting absolutely, completely trashed. I'm trying to... Hey, can Rainbow Builder build on polluted spaces?
No.
Peace.
Wasteland
No.
is 1 space you can't build in besides cities. The general rule is if it doesn't say you can build on Wasteland, you cannot build on Wasteland.
That makes sense. Oh my
And
gosh.
for your trains to be considered in system, you said they don't have to technically be connected as long as you have a train there, it's considered in system?
Correct.
Okay.
We for thematic purpose, we assume, magic. We can teleport things. Why not?
I mean, it makes perfect sense given the theme.
Yeah.
My coffee is still scalding hot. But now I can mute my mic, so if I yelp in pain, it's not public this time.
Get 2 more mana crystals off that. I'm gonna get a card, and I'm done.
It's like we can teleport things through magic anywhere we want, but we still need trains
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's
to carry them.
because magic,
They're
you know?
magic trains. Yeah.
Because of reasons.
Magic, I don't have to explain anything.
Well, Brad says the trains on the map actually represent your different train depots. So maybe you can only teleport from depot to depot.
Yeah, the spell card themselves have the magic.
Because of
that allows you to
waylines
teleport.
and stuff.
Orange is done.
It's magic.
Alright, so my turn.
It did.
Chris went.
So setting it in a fantasy world really opens up the design space for a train game like this.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, did you go? Is it my turn?
I'm done. Blue.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna move. So this is free. That's 1. That's 3. That's 6.
6. Oh yeah. Not used to having to spend all that money.
Yeah, exactly. So so I'll just move here for free, and then I'll do. Yeah, I'll just do this action, and then I'll just build 1 train. Miscalculated that. Sorry. So, ink. Just build right there on that blue. Okay, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna. What was I gonna do? Brain. No, works so well. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this first and foremost to just. I'm assuming that's what this does. I run Jewiz, just I spend a mana and it lets me just move a train.
Correct. You spend a mana and you can move one of your trains to an adjacent hex.
Okay. So this one here is gonna move to there. Then I'm gonna use my ability here to what do I want to do that at? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use it to, because we get 1 point for every train we have in a hex with somebody else, right?
No, we're competing for the most.
Oh,
So
the
whoever-
most.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you do want to like you be with other people.
okay, so in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this right here.
Oh my god, I knew you were gonna do that. Ugh. 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 Killing me, Smalls. Killing me.
All right, so
You're gonna open the rule book tomorrow, and that's gonna be gone.
yeah, this whole ability is just nope.
We're
Not
taking
wiped
this
off the
time
face.
out of the game. Out of the game.
And then
This live stream may not even make it public.
I don't know what happened to the footage, man.
I like playing Gusselheim, but playing against Gusselheim, how dare you?
Oh, lame. Okay, so in that case, because I can't do anything with that, as my actual action, I'm gonna go ahead and administrate. Yeah.
All right.
Come on, stay there. So flip these, and then I'll get a train. What do we got? And you can go ahead and go purple while I figure out which one of these that I want.
Okay. Trying to think. So I built next to the city. I don't actually think I did. I did my other build last turn. Did I? Nope. I did not move anywhere. Okay. Whatever. So anyway, so I'm gonna deliver. Before I deliver,
Mana.
flip this guy. I'll suck this good into network, and then I'll deliver black. So we'll deliver that. Deliver that up here. This over here. And then last turn I moved here. I don't know why I didn't, but that was like the entire plan. Alright, I'm done.
Okay, I'm gonna move down here. Spend 2 mana to activate both of those cards. No, wait, I gotta do 3, don't I? 3 mana to activate those cards. One guy here. And one guy here. And I'm done.
Okay, I'm going to administrate.
Alright, gonna move 1, pay the mana. Alright, I'm done. Blue, you're up.
Alright, I think I'm just going to administrate. So flip both those guys. I already have my full mana, unfortunately. And I am going to take a new... Alright, it's in my turn.
I'm gonna spend 1 mana to jump a space, and then I have to spend a mana to build on a red. Is that a red? Yeah. Build on a red. I'm gonna put that right there. And then, let's see, do I have enough to do that? No, I don't. Well, Yeah, no, I don't. I'm gonna go ahead and spend. Do I want to do that? Yeah, we'll spend a mana crystal and use my. Oh, what happened? Okay. Use what's his name, my engineer, to move the train from here to here.
Nice.
Then I'm going to use my per turn ability, and I'm going to go ahead and blow up this green. And I'm going to also blow up the... Where'd it go? I just saw it. One of the ones I didn't need. Was it this one? Let's see. White, white, white.
Yeah, probably the red. I think you already delivered red.
Yeah, so blow this one up, and I can just get another mana crystal for it. And then that'll end my turn.
Very nice. Alright. So I jump to the middle space where 1 mana. And so I get to build on the edge and on an opponent's track. And I've been thinking all this time, best way to do that. And so far my answer is I have no idea. So I'm gonna come to a quick decision. Just give me a second. Let's see. I think I want to build. I'm not building in the place I want to go. I guess I'll build here for the opponent track, and then along the edge. I'm not sure it's really gonna matter, because I'm not connected to the yellow city, so that's seems unlikely. Before the end of the game, I'll get there. Well, maybe. I'm only 1 space away. But I'm gonna go to red instead. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, I'm just gonna move one. And place one of these in this spot here. And I'm done.
Okay. So I'm going to use my build something next to me thing here. It's gotta be an opponent, I guess. So I'm gonna build here. And then I'm gonna use this power to move all the way here. And I'm gonna cash in, I guess, black. And so that's 1, 2, 3. I don't see any others. And then I guess I just get this 1 pointer. That's all that's left. And then I'm gonna turn around and use my green power to cash in, I guess, white. So that is 1, 2. Oh wait, I have more yellow. Sorry, I'm gonna do yellow instead of white. Put those back. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you jerk! You already took all the white, or the level 3 white. Dang
I
it.
sure did.
You know, I'm
I
glad I
guess that's
blew up
all
your
right.
trains or your resources.
That's what you get when you mess with the Planeteers.
Here I am
Well,
thinking
you
I'm
got
up
2
being all
pointer, right?
slick and stuff.
When you say Planeteers, what I hear is Captain Planet.
I was just gonna say that. We're the Planeteers. You could
Well,
be
you can
one
be one
too.
too. Alright, I'm done.
The olden days.
Or well, I'll still get to. I guess I'm gonna flip these guys back over.
All right, I'm up, right? Orange?
Yeah, yellow's up.
I think we're just going to administrate. So do this. I'm going to get a free space to build because administrate. That's that correct? And then I'll do my thing. I got my mana back, and I'll choose a reward. You can go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to use my special ability to move a train car. Here, I'm going to move one space. I'm going to build on a red or a black, and then I'm going to build 3 other separate. Red or black. So I'm gonna go here to this black.
Hey Trey, what does my engineer do?
And
your engineer repopulates a place that's already been delivered from, so you probably should have got both Lixus and Almer. They kind of...
The other one was way worse for me, so I just took the only one that could possibly do something. But that's okay, yeah, because I got there way late.
Well, the good news is you can use Lixus and then use Almer and get at least 2 of one color.
That's definitely gonna happen. So that's gonna be great. I'm really excited for my next couple turns.
okay. And that cost me 4, so I need to pay 4. Your turn. You're up, Gasselheim.
Red, black, purple, whatever your color is.
Oh, yeah, me.
Neutral.
I'm going to spend 1 mana to jump all the way to deliver. And I'm going to deliver the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white tokens.
Nice.
And because so I would still get this one, right? Because even though because I delivered more.
Yeah, you get the highest one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the highest one you're eligible for. That's always the general rule.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my... Well, at the beginning of the turn, that's right. I keep forgetting I can only do that at the beginning and end of the turn. I was going to blow this up. And select the green token.
Why?
Because we don't need no forests. And then that ends my turn. I'm going to get 2 tracks.
He's just being thematic. Because Gesselheim is very anti-forest. Alright, I'll skip to here. I'll pay 3 mana to activate them all. And it costs nothing for me to skip to there due to Simon. Is pretty cool. Alright, so here's my next 2 city build. And then I get to also move a train car. I will move this train car to this space, and I'm done. Green, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna spend a mana. I'm gonna move to here. Spend another mana. And move right here. And I'm done.
Okay.
I'll take this one.
I'm going to... Guess I'm going here for free.
So do we need to refresh the train cars?
That is correct.
Yeah. And I'm gonna build a blue here. I'm gonna pay to do it again. And I'm gonna build on this black.
I really have no idea who is winning the sharing hex.
And then
No,
I'm
right now.
flipping that card to build on this one.
So this
Yeah.
is whoever's the most gets 6 points and second most gets 4?
That is correct.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, so I'm not even in
And
the
I'm-
running for that one.
I'm done. You got
Okay,
Chris.
Gesselheim.
All right,
which is
1,
apparently- yeah.
2, we'll spend 3 mana to move here. Ability. We're gonna
The
build
combo.
here. We're gonna get a car. We're gonna get a rainbow. This lets me deliver one good, just one. A CM supplier, Trey?
Yes, just one good.
No, we're not. Okay. That's my move.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do that one and build on a blue.
This game is so almost over. I'm losing horribly.
That's what I like to hear.
Well, to me. I don't know about these other guys. They have 3 tiles and they're golden too, so we'll see. Can Trey be taken down?
Quite possible. I'm pretty sure Gesselheim's actually winning.
I
Yeah.
don't think
By
so.
like a mile.
Purely.
Trey, if you lose, you can blame
Okay.
beta balance.
That, I don't know, because the fact that
All right,
I'm
your
not
turn.
even in the running for either of those 2 ending bonus tiles, that's going to shoot 2 people up a lot.
But it looks
Alright,
like you
Mitchell,
just
you're
won the pot at the World Series, you know, with all your chips over there.
I mean, don't worry about those. Let's cover those up. Let's. You don't need to worry about those.
All right, Mitchell, you're up.
Oh.
No one can see under the pollution.
That's right. There's so much pollution, nobody gets to see it. We're gonna move here, and I'm gonna use. Am I using both? Yeah, I'm using both. So I'm gonna spend one of the manas. I'm gonna activate the bottom one first to slap this bad boy right here, and then I'm gonna use my top one to be able to slap a lava house here, and that'll be it.
Alright. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I deliver 3 green, and that is the in-game trigger. So, the way
She
that
went
works...
first, so we all get one more.
Correct. Y'all each get a regular turn using, literally use all the powers you possibly can, because then the final thing that happens is in reverse turn order, so starting with black, we're each going to get a final delivery, but you can't use any powers. Basically, you just deliver the best delivery you can, and then that's it. So the rest of you, starting with green, you get one more regular turn, but after that, it's you're just going to do the best you can.
Crap. Did you have to end
Well-
it now?
Yes, because I didn't want you to making your 4th delivery.
If I had one more turn outside of the one that I'm gonna get,
Yeah,
I'd be fine.
I can't really do anything. I don't really have a way to even play anything. So
But yeah, but you are going to get that last delivery for free. So what you should try to do is
right.
build in as many hexes as you can in one color.
Oh, I
you
can't even.
final
I
delivery.
can't even build. All of it costs mana, and all my mana's gone.
Oh, I see what you're
So
saying.
yeah, I'm in a bad position.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you should just administrate, I guess, because you don't really have any other options. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, well, I guess I could, but I don't think it'll do anything, really. I mean, it won't
Actually, yeah. So what you can do is administrate, and if this has a power you can use, oh, that's just a mana refresh.
yeah.
Yeah.
But once you administrate, that's the turn, right?
Right.
Oh, you mean for the decks? You mean for? I got you.
No.
I
You
got
can't use any powers on the last delivery, but what you could have done
Yeah,
is
yeah.
administrate, flip this over, and if it was like a build track action, you could have used it and then flipped it back over.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead with mine then if you're not doing anything.
But you should use Marcinet. Marcinet can eat
Well,
a
I'm
good,
trying
and
to-
she can move. So whatever color you're doing the best in that you can deliver, you can move from one hex to another into that color. That's what I would do.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to, but I still don't really have. I still don't have any way to do it.
Let's see. Well, you're connected to
Because
this
I'm-
black. You're connected to this black city. So what you can do is like eat this white good and then move to here, and then at least you're able to get this good, right?
Well, I already got 3 whites.
Oh, so you need to get next
Yeah.
to white. Okay.
Well, and I'm next to the city, so unless, well, that's probably the best option.
Yeah. Are you connected to White
That's
City?
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
So that's
So
probably gonna be my best option.
Yeah, what you want to do is eat a good that's not white and move on to another white hex if you can.
No, I don't think I can. All the
Not without
everything.
mana, I don't think you can.
No,
Well,
that's
yeah.
my power. That's
Yeah, he
my-
has Marcinet that can do it, but I don't think he's
Yeah,
one
I just
another
ugh.
white. Doesn't good on it.
Well, I was expecting one more turn, but I was wrong.
So shut down. Shut down.
Yeah, no. Dream shattered. All right, that's it for me.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna flip my power and move 4, and I'm gonna sell stuff. So I'm gonna do. Let's see. I got 3 white. And how many blues do I have? 1, 2. There's 3 and 3. I'm gonna do white first, I guess.
Took one of my whites, Tom. That's not cool, man.
Sorry.
Them's the
Well,
breaks.
yeah. But yeah, that's my turn, I guess.
Oh, you got a sport delivery done too. Man. Red's in the mix.
Not really. I got a 1-pointers.
Oh, I gotta pop some abilities. First, you gotta do the one where I get one of each resource back.
You had to end it when I didn't have any abilities left, didn't you?
That was the general.
I mean, we can't use any of this stuff, right? So there's no really point for me to take a reward.
Not at the final delivery, so you should use as many abilities as you can in your final because final delivery, you just straight up deliver. You just do the best delivery.
But I'm talking about what I just did. I mean, there's no advantage to my
Correct.
to me
There's
choosing
no.
a reward or anything.
That is correct.
So
So
for
I'll
that
just flip
ability.
them over just for the heck of it.
Okay, so I popped those 2 abilities and I'm gonna move 1. And I'm gonna deliver. And I'm gonna deliver 1, 2, 3, 4. Get this 3.
Nice.
Yeah, don't worry. It's only his second delivery though.
All right.
So
So
much
I'm going-
hostility.
I'm gonna do my special guy here. Flip it, get all my mana back.
Can't we all just get along?
No.
So I've got 6
can't.
mana now, so that's gonna move me into the delivery spot. And I'm also gonna before I do that move, I'm gonna flip this guy. That lets me pull a bunch
Oh, yeah.
of resource into one of my tiles. So I'm gonna actually, it's not gonna hurt anybody, but it's gonna help me, I think. So I'm gonna pull all of these into my spot here.
Nice.
I almost got that one. That one's really good.
And then I'm gonna deliver. So I'm gonna use all my mana to move down here. All my mana's gone, and I'm gonna deliver white. Sorry, Ryan. I know you're sick, but that doesn't give you a bye, buddy. So I'm gonna deliver white. So
You said Chris were hostile.
yeah,
Dang,
was-
man.
It's
I told you it's a ploy. So
very
1,
mean.
2,
mean people.
3.
No, but that's such a good card for black. You know, you can pull them all in there and then smash it. and
Yeah,
take 'em all.
I almost got it, but for what the strategy I was trying to go for, the ability to just move my trains by 1 wound up helping more than I think that would have.
I think that's
I'm
it.
talking about the green one though.
Oh, the green one?
And that gives me
Oh no, this one was just I got to play
that one.
build on 4. That's how I was able to get my water, like the 6 points from the water. Just
Yeah, I'm not
drop.
saying you should. I just
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just
no,
saying
no.
like this. That's a cool combo to be able to pull like everything to 1 hex and then drop a wasteland and take it all. You know?
Oh yeah, no, I thought about that. I almost got it until I saw this one and went, okay, well wait a minute, I can exploit the blue really easily with that.
Yeah. I think you're up.
Yeah. So the only thing I can do is drop 1 down on red right here. And that is it. No, you know what? It's not going to make any difference, but I think I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I don't even get, never mind. So yeah, no, I'm done.
When we
One
deliver,
suggestion. Go ahead.
What's that?
I was just say when we deliver, like I just delivered. There's no point in me getting mana or getting extra boxcar or spell
Yeah,
card.
I just asked the same question.
This
Oh,
last
sorry.
move is
Didn't
just
hear.
a straight up delivery. So starting with
Okay.
black, make your best delivery that you can.
Right.
Still.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
powers.
the reward doesn't help you. No, what I was going to suggest though is the white and the black tokens. They're really confusing and hard to keep straight for me. Like I keep thinking, like they're too similar. I feel.
Which two tokens?
The white and the black. Or the
these two
silver.
right here?
and- Like see on my tableau over here.
Oh yeah.
I kept getting confused which one I was going for because like this is like a super white tile or it looks white
Sure.
on the black.
I'll
I was
ask Luke to
thinking-
make this a darker gray. I think that'll help.
Yeah.
Thank you for the feedback. Something to consider.
You just need to get the deluxe edition, Tom.
I'm really fighting with myself of whether I'm gonna get the deluxe edition or not because I'm a
Is it
sucker
too
for
late to
stuff
play
like
this
that.
game 10 times or whatever?
No, I think it's still open.
You're 1/10 of the way there.
Yeah.
This game is getting logged.
Does this one count? Okay.
Sure.
If you played it, you get feedback. It counts.
Do my other two plays count?
If
They
you
were-
log
they were with
the
Brad.
scores.
Wait, what's going on?
I don't
Yeah.
see why not.
Brad did.
If you were with Brad, he logged the scores, so I would say those count.
So wait, what's
Okay, I
going
guess
on?
that was just one time. Yeah. If you play 10 games on Tabletop Simulator and log the scores, they give you a free upgrade to the deluxe.
I will gladly
got-
play this 10 times.
You've only got so much time to do it, though. I don't know when
You-
the cutoff is.
You underestimate my power, sir.
That's like we had this gaming convention this weekend, and it was a play to win scenario. And so I kept telling Tom, we just need to go over there and pull a few boxes off the shelf and, power through them. 5-minute games.
Yeah. What was the game that was so long that we were looking at?
Euphoria.
Yeah, I was like,
I mean,
what
it's
do you
not
think?
that long, but we didn't have
Five.
enough.
I was like 5-7 minutes. We could knock out Euphoria.
So you said we do, because I just did my move. Now we all, starting with me and then reverse, we just do a delivery.
Oh yeah, so it's blue next.
Oh, I didn't do my delivery, so I'm
Yeah,
delivering.
Go ahead and make your final delivery.
I'm doing the red delivery, and I think there's still 2. Yeah, take this one.
All right. Go ahead, Blue.
I'm just trying to make sure. So I think there's a 2-point. There's a 3-point black left. Okay, I'm gonna deliver there. So 1, 2.
Nice.
So who's scoring right now? Blue.
Alright.
Okay.
Blue's making his final delivery, and then it's gonna be you.
So I'm gonna take that one.
All right. So go ahead.
That was a pretty big move.
Yeah, I
Thank
think
you.
Blue's in the running too.
1, 2, 3. Take this tile right here.
Very nice. Go ahead, Red.
Okay, I'm taking blue, blue, blue.
I keep burning my tongue.
I think that's the only 3.
Shouldn't your coffee be cold by now?
No, I have one of those Keurig thermoses that keep it like lava for like 8 hours.
Oh, nice.
Because I have a tendency, I drink enough caffeine throughout the day to kill an adult horse. So
All right, Rhino.
I pretty much sip on it all
Alright.
day. So
I guess
All
I'm
right.
just gonna take this one little white right here.
Poor,
Since-
poor Ryan.
Since the
Ooh,
other
Brian.
ones was taken from me. And I'm done.
And my final delivery is just a single red. So that's it. And then, Chris, do you have the score sheet open?
I don't. Let me see. Let me get that right now.
Slacking.
I actually don't even know where to find that. Let's see.
All right.
Man, this must have snuck up on you pretty strong, Ryan. You weren't sick like 3 days ago.
Well,
Or not like
stop
this.
it. No, not like this.
Hey, Laura, do you know where I can find the score sheet? I'll
Oh,
message you on
I
Discord.
can open it.
Okay.
I thought you had done it before.
No, I actually haven't.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. So while I'm doing this, if you could count the number of trains you have adjacent to the board and the number of trains you have with opponent cars. Don't yell those numbers out because it'll just get confusing, but just have them ready for when I ask for them, please.
Okay. It only matters if for first or second, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a bad band. We're going out of business today.
Alright, here we go. I'm really bad at using spreadsheets, which is why I tried to pawn it off to someone else. But,
So how many different of these endgame tiles are there?
there's 10 currently. You know, we have more of everything in the works.
Yeah. No, that.
You know how 99 do.
Yeah. No, I was just curious to see how much how random or how the random factor how brain works so well.
Oh yeah. We try to build as much replayability into the game.
I had a question about that. So, like, when do you choose your faction versus when those come out? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what they are before you choose your faction, or they come out randomly after all the factions are chosen?
No, you do get to see the goals first. So choosing your faction is a strategic decision.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking at one of these in the rule book, and it was like wasted. You know, most cars adjacent to wasteland, so that'd be a huge advantage to the wasteland guy, but or vice versa. But
yeah,
okay.
we try to offset the start player advantage by having the last player select their company first, and they get to make the first last delivery. And you know, based on our results, it seems to offset it very well. You know.
So kind of like Firefly, where like if you go first, you get last choice at the company.
Correct. You're gonna have fewer companies to choose from if you're an earlier player.
Gotcha.
Now, are the player colors going to always be tied to the faction, or could I play? Because, for example, in games, I usually always pick the red pieces. Would there be anything preventing like me just use the red trains while playing Gesselheim, for example? As long as everybody knows that that's my color.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah, that should be fine. The red trains are tied to the red company, you know, according to the rules, but I can't imagine it's a problem if you just say, hey, I'm Gesselheim, but I'm red today, and then the Gesselheim player can play, but the red player can play black, you know. As long as the players are aware of which trains correspond to what company, then it's fine.
Okay.
But then the caterpillar trains could still eat things, right? Because I mean, they're caterpillars, if you look at them.
Oh, they are.
Alright, I think I have the correct companies written down. Let me just delete all this other data. Sorry, like I said, I'm really bad at using spreadsheets, so if you could just bear with me, that'd be great. Let's see.
Also, it's not a proper game of tabletop sim until once everything's said and done, somebody flips the table.
Oh.
Please don't do it yet.
I'm trying so hard not to.
Hey, does anybody mind if I I leave early and try to get some rest?
Oh no.
If you gotta bounce, you gotta bounce. I appreciate you being here the whole time.
No, it's no problem. I enjoyed it.
Thank you so much,
Later,
Wolf.
better, buddy.
All right, later, guys.
See ya.
Have a good one. All right. So let's
soon.
start with goods delivered. Let's start with blue. How many goods did you deliver total? Just the goods, not the tiles or anything.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 15. So we're talking about the 15 circles
Yes.
down here in the bottom right corner. Yeah. The 15.
Yeah, I had 16.
Okay. Sorry. Who was speaking and what color are you playing?
I mean, I'm the red cars. Kerrigan. I got 16.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I have the spreadsheet open, so I can't actually see anything. I'm just trusting y'all to. All right. Green Caterpillar. How many?
He had, let's see, 4, Wait. Oh. I guess 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9. Okay. Chris.
10.
10. Okay. What color did I not ask? Oh, Gesselheim.
The rest of them.
20.
Oh man. Oh. Looks
Yeah,
like
he had the rest.
all of them.
20. That's rough. Okay.
20, seriously?
Yeah.
I have to count mine in a minute. All right. Now VP points. The
Wait,
points printed
you-
on the
you-
demand tiles.
You
not the
had
color.
you had 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You had 15.
All right. Thank you. That's helpful. All right. VP tiles. So blue. How many on your just the tiles, not the rainbow bonus? I'll get that in a second.
Okay. Tiles is 10.
10 off the tiles. All right. How many on mine? Someone can look.
You had 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 as well. Kerrigan, red.
Had 9.
Caterpillar.
He had 6.
Gesselheim.
I only had 8.
And Chris, yellow.
6.
6. All right. Now rainbow bonus. So this is the different colors. I know I had 4. How many for blue?
Blue's got 4 different colors. Wait, no. We're talking about the 4 different colors because it's the tiles, right?
Yeah,
Not the
just the
not
tile,
the goods.
not the
Yeah,
goods.
You're right.
4.
Red.
5.
Okay. Green.
2.
And Gesselheim.
4.
And yellow.
2.
2. All right. And then now I need.
You had 4. I don't know if you got that already.
Yeah. I got that. Okay. So now I just need the final bonuses. So let's see. In-game bonus VPs. So I know I have the most on the edge because that's mostly where I built. How many tiles did y'all each have on the edge of the map? Or how many?
1.
2.
I had 1. Oh, you beat me.
I had 0.
Does anybody
Wow.
have more than 2 on the edge of the map?
I have 5.
Okay. Who was that?
This Gesselheim. Black.
Black.
Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna win because you took 4 points from that. All right. And then trains on opponent network. So trains you built in hexes where other people also have trains.
4.
Count
I
that
had
up.
7.
Okay. 7.
The blue has 8.
Blue has 8.
I don't believe you better count that.
Why don't you count them up, Tom?
I'm too tired. No, I don't care.
So 1. I'm gonna recount this space. 1, 2.
Does anybody
We
have
shared.
then
We
7?
shared 5. Then
Me and you
here.
shared 5?
Yeah, we shared 5, and then I had 3 here with Ryan.
Okay. What
I
color?
had 1. Well, I've got 3 here with this guy. I got 3 with purple. So do we
8.
tie for 8 then?
Yeah. Okay. So 8 was the winner. Is that correct?
Yeah,
We both
tied
had 8 though.
Oh yeah, both had 8. So you're gonna get 5 points each, and no one scores second. So who had what 2 colors?
Blue and red.
Red.
Blue and red. All right.
I must have miscounted somewhere.
Yeah, I counted 7 earlier for me, and then I had to recount.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And
Probably didn't see your blue on blue here.
of course, the spreadsheet is not adding it up. So thanks, spreadsheet, for being a jerk. Okay. I'm just gonna type it in manually. All right. So blue, your final score is 34. My math correct. My final score is 35. All right.
Wow.
One. I still think Gesselheim has it, but we'll see in a second. So, red, your score is, let's see. I'm doing math here, so this is why it's taking forever. Your score is also 35, so you actually tied with me.
Wow.
Green's score is, let's see. Well, 17, but I think he was not feeling well. Is that the one that was sick?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll chalk it up to that. It looks like Gesselheim has 36, so it's gonna look like a 1-point victory for me.
Whoa, I would not have guessed that.
Yeah, and Yellow, you had 18. I don't know what you're doing, Chris. I know you played this game before.
I didn't get last. Prediction correct. Wait, you said Black got 36?
Yeah, Black got 36 by my count.
And Purple and Red got 35 each.
Purple and Red,
Blue and red.
35, and Blue had 34. And then Green and Yellow were 17 and 18. I don't know what happened there.
Not last. That's a win. Not last.
See, that's usually my thinking. Listen, as long as I didn't place last, I'm cool.
So we had 235s.
Yeah, we had 235, so tie for second.
Then who had 36? Gesselheim?
Yeah, Gesselheim beat us by 1 point. But
I would have thought he would have won by 5 or 6 at least.
yeah. I mean, he didn't do as well in some of the other categories, you know, so.
It was my mountain of chips and the fact that I placed second in the around the board edge is
So
what
can you
saved
help
me.
me with my math? My math real quick. So it was 15 for all these jets, right? Plus 10 for these. It's 25. Plus 5 for the bonus. And how much do you get for the diversity?
1 point.
One per color tile. Different color.
Plus 34. What you got?
I think I'm counting it differently. So 15 plus 10 is 25 plus 5 for the bonus is 30.
Plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Different
Oh, I
colors.
thought it was 2. Yeah, so that would be 8, right?
34. No, it's 1 point per different color.
Yeah, for
Oh,
the
okay.
for the delivery tiles, it's just 1 point per different color tile.
I see. Okay. Maybe it's an old rule book. Okay.
Yeah, the version on the rulebook, we used to give 2 points, but
Yeah.
Brad wanted to move it down to 1 because he felt like 2 was too much for diversity.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, I got 25, and then same thing, 5, 30, 35. Yeah.
Cool. That was a tight game.
Awesome. That was
Close.
close. So what happens if there's a tie? Like that was almost a two-way tiebreaker first. What's the tiebreaker?
Yeah, so the tiebreaker is I gave Brad several suggestions. Let's see which one you want. Actually, I haven't been in a tied game in a long time.
In this rule book, it may be not right. It said whoever delivered the most goods wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he told us last time. So what you're actually saying is I got second place.
What you're really saying is, I got it.
that would appear to be the case.
I can't hear you on my mountain of goods. What? No, I'm just no, this is really cool. I'm even more stoked to get this.
Awesome, yeah. And it was a 6-player game. It felt like it moved pretty briskly for a 6-player on Tabletop Simulator.
Oh yeah,
It was an hour and 47 minutes on Tabletop Simulator.
that's not bad. I've played a game of Cutthroat Caverns, I think it was, that took like 6 hours to play on Tabletop Sim. So
Yeah.
No, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of games we've played that were faster. You know, like Shadows of Brimstone. There's no way in the world I could, get it set up and play it, in the time that we could do it on tabletop.
Yeah.
I think it's just experience too. The more you play in tabletop, the more efficient you get.
But it is accurate that the average playtime is 25 minutes. Of course, if you're having a beer and having a good time, then that doesn't count. But
yeah, plus also
it's pretty
learning
accurate.
games.
Yeah. So thank you very much for playing, and yeah, I'm glad you guys had a good time. This is the 6-player version, and it's pretty intense.
But yeah, thank you so much. It was so much fun playing. If y'all could stick around for just like one more minute, we can do some final debriefing after we end the stream. But let's go ahead and say goodbye to the viewers.
All right.
All right. It's time for the noble table flip moment.
Yes.
3, 2, 1. All the pieces everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It looks like confetti. All right. Well, thank you so much for playing. And,
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for watching.
Guys.
We'll see you next week. We'll be playing again next week at the same time. And we'll be playing a variant this time. We'll announce what variant it is soon. Thank you.
All right.